All right, man. Still setting up, but I'm gonna get into this topic today to update you on the condition of Jin Sasaki. Recent performance against Brian Norman Jr. was, life almost life altering for Jin Sasaki. Brian Norman Jr. Really landed a vicious hook. He dropped him like three times, but the last hook he landed on him caused major damage to the point where, in this article I'm about to pull up, they say he has memory loss, 6 weeks memory loss. Like he can't remember nothing from the past 6 weeks. He don't remember the fight. He don't know what he did last week, the week before that. Um, so I thought I'd make a topic today um, on the brutal nature of the sport, and a lot of these dudes when they get into the sport, they got to be ready, man. And it's been a lot of conversations about fighters. Um, we're gonna put some attention on Turkey today. Turkey Al Sheikh. You talk about this Tom and Jerry stuff. But let me pull up this article where I saw it talked about. Let me see. This is right. BBC Sport. Let me see. Man, that was brutal image right there. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened. Damn, man, with these ads, bro. Okay, this is weird, man. Let me see if I get a different link or a different article. Okay, let me see. Well, this is boxing news. The article I thought I was be able to pull up, and it's got some ads running on it. So let's see. Talk Sport. They got some footage of the KO. Says here in the article. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Damn. Some images of Jin Sasaki out cold. Says he was left flat on his back for over a minute with members of his team and medical staff huddled around him. He's eventually placed on a stretcher and rushed to the hospital, leaving onlookers visibly concerned. So his record now is 19-2-1. Oh, I guess 19-3-1 now. He was talking about how he never boxed anyone near the level of Norman. But somehow in the WBO, I guess somebody ranked him high enough to get the opportunity versus the champ. And this is what happens when you fight the champ. You must be ready. You must be ready. Let's see. If we can.
Welcome to a vacation that's so much more with Norwegian Cruise Line. Tear it up in Jamaica one day, and jam in Aruba another.
But there's more! All day!
And all night. Experience more with Norwegian.
Yeah, man. These ads ruin everything. Let's see. I got an opportunity to also watch some fights last night on the DAZN card. Shout out to my dog Charles. He let me know there was some fights on, so I tuned in, and it was a RGBA and Robert Garcia promotions type of situation going on, and it was some good fights, man. I was entertained. It was a lot of action. Not every fight was your typical rock 'em, sock 'em, stand toe to toe. Some of it was skills. Some of these guys was actually skilled in there, but it just made me think of uh, of what had happened to Jen Sasaki because it was a young cat in there fighting on the card, and um, Alvarado versus I can't think of the young kid name, but he got his ass whooped. He was tough though. He was trying, but man, nowadays, man, a lot of these dudes jumping in the ring for the wrong reasons, man. A lot of these dudes come from like very delicate situations. They got probably their mom and dad at home, and everything is just very cozy and comfortable upbringing. They don't get in front of a dude who, you know what I'm saying, who been through some shit, and your young ass in there just thinking you the next one, and he's thinking about bills. See what I'm saying? The guy that got his ass whooped, man, he literally looked like he still live at home with his mom and his dad. And when you fighting a grown man, and that's kind of how this looked with Norman and Jen Sasaki. When you are fighting a grown man, you can get your ass stretched out, bro. And the way Jen Sasaki hit his head on the canvas after that left hook, man. So definitely KO of the year candidate for sure, for sure. But do I like seeing this type shit? No. No, no, no. Not really, fam. I understand brutal knockouts happen in the sport, but I would have rather this young kid had some legs, man. I guess I get it. A lot of trainers don't teach that. Some of them trainers teach you to stand right in there in the pocket and let them go. Let the hands go. Then there's other trainers that teach you to hit and not get hit, stick and move, and it requires using your legs. And a lot of individuals are not doing that, man. And it's limited skill set of some of these fighters. And I get it. There's some fighters that they super powerful. They got power in both hands, and they ain't got to do a whole lot of moving. But then they may get in front of a guy who hit just as hard as them, and they probably wish they had put in some leg work, in the training camp, because they might get hit with some shit, and when they trying to recover, see, that's why when this topic comes up, this quote unquote Tom and Jerry boxing, Turk, you know, sometimes dudes get rocked with some shit, and they need to retreat for 5-10 seconds, man. They might need to hold somebody's arms and elbows for a little bit. I understand that type shit. And it's up to the fucking dude that's on the offense. Hey, man, throw the right shots and get him up out of there. Sometimes dudes can try to hold you, throw a uppy, bink. You're not holding shit. You're going to catch these uppercuts trying to hold on to me. Something, you know. But I get it, man. Dudes is not trying to die in that damn ring, man, most of the time. Some of these dudes is trying to make sure that they not going back home on some mumble rap type shit. So maybe out here to go, Shin Sasaki went in the ring, sing song, sing song, sing song, song, regular Chinese Asian shit. Probably went home talking like Future, man. Young Thug and some shit. Can't keep a lifestyle. This is a brutal sport, man. In bikini. Looking ass. All because you to just, I just encourage, man. I watch this sport. I encourage work on your weaknesses. Dudes get sometimes so caught up in, oh man, nigga, I got power, cause I'm cracking shit, or oh man, I'm super duper fast. I'm super duper fast. Some of these dudes be like, yeah, be super fast, but be on some Amir Khan shit. Can't take a punch and can't crack an egg. Work on these things. You know what I'm saying? Like be an all around fighter. Somebody who got speed, somebody who got defense, somebody who got power, somebody who can fight on the inside, somebody who could be an outside fighter, mid range, somebody who can do a little bit or a lot of everything. Somebody who can put it all together to and conduct, because you may not need to use all your weapons. That's why they come up with game plans. Like, this is what's gonna work, you know, for this fight. We don't need you to be outside fighter. We need you to walk this fool down. Like how we seen, Floyd and Canelo. Like, everybody expected Floyd to be on some retreat shit. Floyd was right there walking Canelo down, bro, for most of that shit. And styling on him, homie. So I mean, you bring out certain tricks for different bags, man. But man, when I hear shit like 6 week memory loss, that's when we need to have a real conversation, man. Questions I be having is, what's their testing? And that will be on Jin Sasaki. I'm assumed he was A side since Norman went out there. Shout out to him, Norman, for being a world champ, going wherever you need to go to prove you a champ anywhere. But y'all should have had some. I'm not saying they didn't have thorough drug testing, but drug testing and an insurance plan set up or something for this dude, man. But 6 week memory loss, man. This guy, I don't know. I haven't seen his fights like that, but I don't think he had no business being in there with Brian Norman. No business. Oh shit, who we got up in here? Yuli, what's up, homie? We here. Uh oh, shout out to the homie Saul. Jin Sasaki thought he was Jin Kazama. Man was just throwing hook, wing guard, fist, and has zero defense, man. Man, dog. Yeah, I've been seeing just a lot of people getting into the sport for the wrong reasons, and they're not working on what they need to work on. Defense should be like at the top of the top, bro. This is your life, bro. This is you know what I'm saying? Niggas be out here acting like AB. Either one. We can talk about Adrian Broner or Antonio Brown. You don't want to be acting like that. You know, protect yourself, man, in that damn ring. If I was a WWF Superstar Show cast fight, man. Norman hit all his special moves and Jim was getting smashed by them all, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, X, up in here, man. I don't get favored by the algorithm, so y'all hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring the awareness up so my peoples know I'm online because they don't be sending notifications. So y'all hit the like button for me. You feel me? The cat that Andy Cruz fought was like the same. Just seems not to have enough basics to defend or move their head. Right, bro. It's getting pathetic at this point. It just seems like, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, it just seems like overall the level of the competitiveness in boxing has decreased. Like the skill sets, the dudes who could just put it together, all together in that ring. I don't see it. I don't see a lot of it, man. I see a lot of half-ass skills. Like some of these dudes, yeah, man. Some dudes can punch good, but you know, slow as fuck. Or these dudes, like I say, they um, might be fast as heck, but got a shitty gas tank. Good skills and shit. Like, shout out to Caleb Plant, but I was so damn disappointed. I'm like, bro, your gas tank is shit, homie. You should just not be gassing at this point, man. So I'd be like, I just don't see dudes putting in the work like that because they so busy being on social media or being on podcasts and shit. Damn, man. I was talking about this shit the other day. I think this internet fucked a lot of shit up for people, man. To where y'all not even putting in the work no more. A lot of people, they just whatever, man. Fuck. I got a bag coming up, so whatever. Fuck making weight on some Keyshawn Davis type shit. Like fuck it. Yeah. I'm gonna get a bag anyway. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. He gonna take the fight anyway. Wrong. I was glad De Los Santos didn't take that fight. Norman looked like one or two weights bigger than that dude. Yeah, man. Look like a high schooler fighting a middle schooler, man. Yeah, he lost his memory, dog. Some multiple sources. Hey, shout out to Soul Rebel, man. That was a funny video, bro, that I came across, man. Shout out to you, dog. Y'all check out Soul Rebel's channel, man. He got a funny Floyd Mayweather Senior impression, man. I used to roast Floyd Mayweather Senior too, man. I think his health is kind of on the decline right now, but still, man, dude was a funny dude, especially with that Freddie the Joke Coach Roach shit. That shit was classic. Man lost his memory of the whole training camp, his chick's name, etc. Yeah, females gonna be liking that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't know who I am? They'll go to on 10 quick. Oh, so you don't know me now. But what about that other bitch? Yeah, they'll take it there. Do you know her though? Yeah, man. Just Sasaki better better get that memory back quick, bro. Females be tripping. You don't remember how good I can cook and all this. Oh, so you don't remember last week when it would work in her favor if she did some fuck shit and he just forgot about it. And within them 6 weeks, it'll work out for us. Like, whoa, thank God. Whoa, and prayers answered. Yeah, those guys want to work on their craft and all aspects are gone from this era. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like dudes wasn't just content with being just a basic ass fighter in there, man, or somebody who's just being a limited ass fighter. That's got to be embarrassing, man. You guys are on TV, bro, live to the planet, man, of internet and apps and all of these, exposures that you can get, and they be in there suck. Like you just be in there just looking trash, and I'd be like, the parents too. I'd be like, bro, why would y'all send y'all kids in there knowing he can't motherfucking deal with these grown ass men? Damn, I wish I could remember that kid's name. Let me see if I can try to find some info on that card yesterday. I know what I could do. I could pull it up on the box rec side of the game. All right, so hold on. Let me share this one more again. But yeah, happy Saturday, man. Hopefully y'all doing all right today. I think it's some fights tonight. I'm not sure who, but I think it's supposed to be some fights. All right, so let me say it was Stevens versus some dude. Yeah, Kamukov, or whatever. Okay, let me see. Cause I'm trying to find that kid, man. That kid, man. And he was wobbling after this fucking fight was over. I was like, oh nah, bro. Somebody need to check on that young kid. All right, let me just go to David Stevens. Oh, I went to the wrong tab. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so this card took place in Long Beach. Cause I was noticing, I'm like, damn, look at all these LA natives that was on the card. Um, I think it was. Oh, there we go. So it was this dude right here, young ass dude. Let me see how old he is. Oh, he's 23. He look younger than that. This boy got his ass whooped. Wait, hold up. It was only a four rounder, but that was the 4 rounds of hell for Jose Silva Gonzalez, man. Why you got two last names? Anyway, uh, say some Sparks, Nevada. Man, he got sparked last night, damn near. He got dropped like I think. How many times did he get dropped? It's one time or some shit. Um, the ref allowed this man to go the 4 round distance. He came into the fight with was undefeated, 4-0, 4 KOs, but they threw him in there in front of this guy, Alexis Alvarado. And that's when I was making earlier in the live stream the analogy. I was talking about throwing a young man in there with a grown ass man with bills and shit. It's a different beast. Let me see how old Alexis Alvarado is though. 'Cause Alvarado whooped his ass, man. Oh, they the same age. That ain't good. Alvarado look old as fuck. I'm telling you, stress can. Anyway, shout out to him, man. Stress can make you look old as heck. This man, 23. Oh, now I sound like what's that soft ass nigga man unboxing Jared Jared Anderson. I'm only 23. Anyway, 5'5" from La Puente, California, man. Born in Hollywood. Man, shout out to Alexis Alvarado, man. Um, he's a hell of a pressure fighter, man. You know, he was cutting the ring off on young Jose Silva Gonzalez. That was his name, right? Jose Silva Gonzalez. Put the beast by Dre on this man, dog. Something terrible. So, if it was in my humble opinion, I would have preferred Turkey El Sheik. I would have preferred Jose to run a little bit yesterday. You know, I would have rather seen a little bit more Tom and Jerry rather than see this guy damn near get put in the cemetery. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Cause we almost lost this man. I think last night, man. It was getting bad, and it was only a 4 rounder. So I get it. I know y'all love the Mexican style and all that shit, and it works for a lot of that entertainment value and all that stuff. But some of these dudes be getting brutally punished. When they don't have the upper hand, when you got two dudes fighting pretty much the same way, but one guy got way more power and a little bit better defense, then there's a problem. Then you can't just do that rock 'em, sock 'em, standing there and just swing and slug it out. The fight was over, and this man, let me see if I can find something real quick, man, of how the dude was walking off, bro, after the fight. I'm like, dog, this is not it, bro. We cannot allow, dude, little youngsters to get punished like this. Let me see if I can find anything without getting struck by the copyright lightning and shit. He beat the dog shit out of this thing. Let me see. Uh, wait a minute. What was this? Damn, Alexis Alvarado like old ass man. Alexis Alvarado. Highlights at dog. Damn. Low budget promotions. You ain't got no highlights. Come on, man. Let me see if I can find something on here. All right, yeah. I don't know. I don't see nothing. Goliath 5. Goliath 5 is trash. He overrated. Uh, I don't see shit on this, man. Anyway, uh, I wish the best to, well, congratulations to Alexis Alvarado. But then, I wish all the best to, young Jose Silva Gonzalez, man. Because when I see you getting your ass up, it reminded me of Jen Sasaki, man. Like, you little youngsters, man. Y'all gotta, y'all getting in front of grown ass men, bro. And I noticed young Jose Silva Gonzalez before the fight even started. He looking all in the audience, smiling and throwing his glove up as if he already won. Like, bro, put your hand down. Stop looking at the people in the audience, man. You know, all these females, there's attractive females out there and shit, but you getting all distracted and shit, looking at everybody who's there. Bro, you better get your act together. You getting cooked in front of all these females you was looking at before the fight. So I mean, I'm trying to help y'all, man. For they sake, they need to get their shit together, man. And respectfully on that RGBA card, I don't know if it was, like I said, it wasn't just all bad though, because I definitely seen some skillful fighters. They had this old Timu David Benavidez looking ass dude. I forgot his name, but me and Charles was corresponding when the fight was taking place. But yeah, he was pretty good. I mean, it was a good little scrap. Mendez versus I forgot the other guy. I can't even pronounce the other guy last name, but Mendez. That fight was good too, man. That was damn the fight of the year to me. I was like, man, this is a good ass scrap. But the quality of the car was like low budget. It was like, what cameras did y'all use? These shits is from the '90s, homie. So I don't know. Niggas got to step their quality up. But as far as the action, oh, it was action packed last night. I definitely was entertained, man. To get off work and see some great fights, that's all I need. I don't watch not a damn game of the NBA playoffs, but anytime there's a fight on, I'm like, oh yeah, man, where's that? Which network? I be with it. But yeah, I'll be like, whatever, man. Yeah, I'll be like, Hallie, Hallie Burton having how many points? Nigga, so what? That's all fast shit up. But yeah, man. Um, also, man, let me see. He moves too much. Plant unnecessary movements, promotions, man. Right. He definitely he got cooked this last fight, man. And he gonna have a rematch. He gonna probably get cooked again. And Jordan Plant was not. She was not pleased. And being pregnant too. Like really? So she was feeling some type of way. Thoughts on PBC at top rank looking for another network. Good luck. Good luck, buddy. Cause man, bro, PBC is like that. They are like the Orlando Brown of promotional stables, man. For the ones that have known, like niggas in LA know, but like Orlando Brown, bro, has been kicked out of so many houses. Just stand from this person over here, stand with this homie, get kicked out. They want to whoop his ass. He stand with this nigga house, they want to whoop his ass. Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Be like 15 houses this man or more houses he done got kicked out of. That's the PBC, bro. They cannot, you know, they cannot pay they can't just keep paying their bills, man. They always getting evicted, man. You know, they can never just no stability, man. There's no stability with what network they're going to be a part of. There's no stability with the stable as far as the fighters. You know, a lot of them fighters and left. They didn't went to damn the Matchroom, the Zone, and shit. And probably some of them top rank. Everybody trying to get out of damn PBC. They're like, please. What was his name? Jaleel Hackett even got out of that motherfucker. Like, God damn, thank you. It was like being locked in a damn locked in the closet. Or some on that type shit. Like, get out. Or that movie, like the movie Get Out. Yeah, just get out. Y'all niggas is under some type of spell or something over there. Oh man, everything is good over here. We straight. Backhand money. Backhand money. You know. And the main one that was hyping up Al Heyman and them and all that stuff, he came out and exposed them. Like, damn. AB exposed them. Deontay Wilder, like, damn, bro, y'all niggas is, you know. So as far as top rank might be okay. Top rank gonna land somewhere. They got way more stability than a PBC. You know, 90 stables, 90 different networks, and release from all of them and shit. I didn't even know what the hell Amazon was thinking. I mean, Amazon just got bread, just bread for centuries and shit. So they just like, whatever. Y'all want to come over here too? Come on, whatever. So like Walmart or the internet, they just accept anything. Like, yeah, you got a product? Yeah, sure, we'll take it. We got a shelf, we got room. So shout out to Amazon. But that might be over with too. Cause like I said, these niggas can't pay their bills on time, bro. Somebody who's in the uh, the financial department of PBC, man. I don't know, dog. Maybe either hire somebody or fire somebody. That's all I'm saying. Do something. Um. Oh yeah, man. I also seen something too, man. Let me pull this up real quick and share it with y'all. Have y'all been paying attention to the press conference of Crawford and Canelo and Cena face offs? Man, I ain't watched the whole press conference nothing like that, but I did watch one of the interviews that they did together. They, for some reason, I don't know, they have not making it a point to, well, at least in that interview, make these niggas just be together and shit while they're in the interview instead of just interviewing them separate. But it was actually a good interview, man. A great interview, actually, man. Kind of gives you more of a in-depth look. Oh, it was the guy's name was Piers Morgan. It was on the Ring Magazine YouTube channel. But I'm not gonna lie, bruh. When I saw the face to face, man, and I seen some other people say this shit too. Canelo looked for the first time. He actually looked nervous, bro. Um, I was a little surprised, bro. I was like, damn. He even broke the stair, first and everything like that. Crawford looked like he was looking dead in that nigga's soul, like past Canelo and shit. I was like, God damn. Crawford looked like this is a regular day at the office for him. Canelo looked like shit. This is this is not probably what he thought, what he expected it to be. Maybe he thought like, maybe Crawford was gonna be. I don't know what Canelo thought. Shout out to him, man. But that shit looked like to me like he was clearly nervous. Let me see if I can pull something up. He said you'll take a guy, but you ain't nothing. But yeah, he said that. He said was it nervous or excited from Canelo? He didn't look excited at all. He did not look excited at all. That's why I'm about to pull this footage up. Was this little giant boxing? Little face off. Bull Max still the same weight. Uh, King Turk look like he farted. Shit. Stank face. Oh shit! What the fuck? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. He said, "Okay, that's enough. Okay." You saw how slow he was to put his hand up. Like usually Canelo energy be like, hey, maybe I'm overanalyzing, but that's just I pay attention to face offs and stuff, and try to make my analysis leading up to the fight. Like, damn, who probably has the advantage? Who has momentum? Um, who seems like more confident? That whole thing. But when I did see that little Piers Morgan interview, um, it was a great interview. Actually, I respected. It was something Canelo said. He said something about yeah, he's something like he don't. I'll have to watch it again because I don't want to misquote Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's Canelo, so I ain't gonna misquote him. Nothing like that. But he was kind of referring to. He was asking him about being role models and being a role model and stuff like that. Or it says something about like, what do you think about how people? Yeah, man, I have to go back and watch it again. But anyhow, man, Canelo kind of impressed me in the interview, and I noticed that like, regardless of the result of this fight, I think Canelo and Crawford are gonna be like cool because it seemed like they like just personality and character wise, like they will actually get along. Like they don't like they wouldn't even clash or nothing. Like they can just hang out and be cool, not be best friends and no shit. But I don't feel like there's no like it's like nothing personal. There's no malice, towards either individual. I think they have both a high respect for each other, but they know that how high the stakes are, and I think Canelo's starting to feel the pressure of how high the stakes is, and how much he has to lose, and who he would lose to, and what it would kind of mean, um, because honestly, man, we shouldn't even be seeing this fight. Like if Canelo could have took a whole another approach, I know I wasn't asking for this fight, but we got this fight. So as a boxing fan, I gotta analyze it. I gotta, you know, give my perspective on it. But you know, there was some particular fighter that everybody wanted Canelo to fight. He declined that fight, went a different route, and for a guy to come up uh, multiple weight classes and with the opportunity to fight you, and if he wins, man, the way that that's gonna look, bruh, damn it, bruh. That's just, I'm telling you, it's just my opinion. I feel like that's not gonna be a good look for Canelo. You know, to serve the guy you say is too big, but then to get beat by the guy who's really way smaller than you. You know what I'm saying? Came up a few weight classes. So it's just like, God damn, bro. You know. But anyhow, man, best of luck. Some people think Canelo's, got the advantage. Some people think Crawford's skill set gives him the advantage. Judging off what I seen from Canelo in his last fight, man, it's just it looked like the last kind of three or four fights from what I've seen. Only difference is he was in the ring with a guy who wasn't there to fight really, wasn't there to win. So that sucked for him. But at the same time, man, I wasn't impressed with Canelo. I have been impressed with him for the last probably for the last 5 or 6 fights or some shit, man. I'm just not impressed so much with Canelo. I feel like he do the same shit. There's no plan B or nothing like that. Usually, what Canelo does works, and if it doesn't work, he can kick his ass. Bivol and Floyd showed us that. This guy don't can't really make adjustments. He don't really make those adjustments, but um, and if you give him some movement, frustrate him, you can get the advantage. So I just feel like if Crawford can avoid those powerful hooks downstairs and upstairs, because Canelo's sneaky. He'll feint and he'll make you feel like he gonna throw a body shot. He might throw a hook all of a sudden, get your ass. You know what I mean? Damn near get your ass up out of there. Motherfuckers have seen that. Khan and Kirkland and motherfuckers have fallen victim to that shit. So he know how to really bait you in and catch you with some shit. But Crawford is a very intelligent fighter, man. Very, very intelligent fighter. And I think he's gonna have the speed advantage. He's gonna have, of course, the ring IQ. I think round by round, Crawford is gonna gain more data and be able to dissect Canelo and see what he do and be able to take certain things away from Canelo and make him resort to something else. And when he can't do that, then I think Crawford gonna up the ante, man. God really, I believe Crawford. He gonna definitely go for it. He definitely there to fight, and I do like the fact that he did speak up and addressed this whole Tom and Jerry shit that Turkey Al Sheik been saying lately. He said, "Hey, look, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to fight. You know, there definitely ain't gonna be no running, but I'm definitely going in there to get the win. You know, respects to Turk for what he's doing in boxing, bringing the money and helping us get some of these fights that we weren't able to see. We respect him for that. We appreciate that. But you're not risking your life in that ring, Turk. You're not, man. So I can get with you on the part of entertainment and dudes not engaging in fighting, but that has to go both ways, man. If somebody's not throwing, if one guy's not throwing, the other guy needs to be throwing. You know, because if a guy's just moving all day, he ain't really trying to win the rounds. Then the other guy should be winning the rounds. You know, I hated the performances on both uh, the Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and the Canelo Skull because I felt like Canelo could have threw a lot more, and I felt like um, same thing with Ramirez. Like, bro, you Devin Haney wasn't hardly doing shit. and you wasn't doing nothing either. Let your hands go. Throw a punch to where go to the body, something. But just following the guy around, making the fight way more boring when one guy's not engaging. That's. So there needs to be some excitement. And shout out to Rascal. He said that in his live stream. Like, well, what about the guy that's not throwing punches at all? Like, so it's got to if you're gonna penalize one person, then bring awareness to that. You talking about Tom and Jerry, but what about Jerry punching back instead of running? Or what about what I'm saying? How about once Tom gets to Jerry, do something. Don't just chase him around. You know, bring out a pot, bring something, dynamite, whatever. You know, in the animation world, but in the boxing world, no, learn to cut the damn ring off, and when you get the guy cornered, throw punches. You know, force the guy to have to fight his way out of a situation. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that with Canelo and Crawford. I think it's gonna be a pretty good chess match, man. Pretty good chess match, man. But I was a little surprised by Canelo's energy. I was like, oh shit. He don't really look as confident. He don't even look as big, no more. Like he just, you know, I think he understands this is gonna be a real fight. You know, it's a big moment for Bud. I mean, is Bud gonna be able to pull off something that many have failed at, going up, you know, two weight classes and dethroning the top dog? Is he gonna be able to do that? Shit. Carol Brook failed miserably. You know what I'm saying? AB, when he tried to fight Madonna, failed miserably. And really he was still at 35. He just fought Paulie, who couldn't really crack an egg, and then try to jump in there with Madonna. You know, that's mopped, yeah, mollywopped. So dudes that be trying to go up in weight get cooked. Even dudes that be trying to go down two weight classes of shit get cooked. You know, shout out to Roy. Roy was probably one of the few that was able to go up multiple weight classes, and even though he didn't fight the top dog. So Canelo, like I said, Crawford doing is trying to do something different, man. You pull this shit off, man. Hey, it's gonna be a whole nother conversation. Whole nother conversation. I said it already. If Crawford does pull this off, on my Mount Rushmore, he's on there. And I know all these other greats, but I'm talking about somebody that I've witnessed and that I've seen his accomplishment. I've seen him set the tone. I've seen him become a two-time undisputed. I've seen him, dominate, knock out a whole everybody at welterweight, one of the toughest divisions in boxing at that, especially at that time period. But it was sweeping niggas, man. He cleaned the whole division out, you know. Except for Boots, but Boots came, a little too late. But anyhow, shout out to Boots going up to 54. But yeah, man, it'll be a remarkable achievement for Bud if he pulls it off. Just to add to the accolades, and it just be like, oh, y'all niggas is retarded if you don't think this man belongs in the Hall of Fame. After that, either way, they both are Hall of Famers. So it's a great fight, and shout out to Turk, putting this fight on. This is for everything, man. This is for all the glory. Shout out to Canelo for going back to get the belt. Cause you was acting like a little punk, man. Acting like a little, not punk, but a diva. You know, about these mandatories, man. When you could have you wouldn't even have to worry about fighting to get your belt back. When you could have just fought Skull early on. You know what I'm saying? But instead you got stripped and you had to fight Skull to get your belt back, and then now it means something for Bud Crawford. He's like, oh shit, another undisputed for me in a higher weight class against a legend in Canelo. So yeah, man. Um, all in all, man. Yeah, that's my thoughts on so far on that particular upcoming fight, and just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on just the brutal nature of just examples, man. How motherfuckers be getting toe up in the sport when they skills is on minimal. Yeah, I mean it don't mean much, but I'm still analyzing certain things. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm just not used to seeing Canelo look like that. Yeah, definitely during fight week. Shout out to Lisa. He said, I don't know, Black. Two-way classes inactive. Last fight look ordinary. You're just ordinary people. He said he look ordinary. Shout out to you, man. Oh, older. That was probably a typo, but hey, ordinary, older. And the guy that he looked ordinary with, Ortiz gave boy beat down. Yeah, Madrimov. Shout out to Ortiz for getting that victory over Madrimov. But as they say, styles make fights. And yeah, you brought up the inactivity. When you being inactive, you can go into the ring with rust and stuff. I think he definitely had a little bit of ring rust, and it was a new weight class, so you know, factor that. You got to factor that in too with him and Canelo. New weight class, could have a little bit of ring rust. So Canelo, if I'm Canelo, hey man, immediately you need to be start throw hands, walk that man down. You say season now than when he was with Floyd. But I asked this question, I think to OG Yuli. I mean not Yuli, excuse me. Uh Haplo. I asked him, I said, which win will be um which would be a better win? Floyd's win over Canelo at 23, 22, 23, or Crawford's victory over Canelo at this point? So that's my question to you, Yuli X, and I'm gonna get up out of here. What do you think is a better victory? Floyd's victory over Canelo or Crawford if he beats Canelo in September? So I'll wait for the homie to respond. Oh shit, he said Crawford's for sure. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, Crawford is Canelo is way more accomplished at this point too. He's way more accomplished at this point than when he had fought Floyd. He's still green, as they say. He said, especially if it's a stoppage, that'd be some shit. That'll be some shit. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Crawford do some incredible shit, but that would probably top everything if he was to stop Canelo, somebody who has never been stopped in all of his 60 something fights, or however many fights he got. He got a lot. Anyhow, man, appreciate y'all pulling up. Shout out to the ones that caught the playback. I didn't acknowledge y'all early on, but shout out to the ones that caught the playback. I wish all the best to Jin Sasaki. Hopefully he can recover and gain his memory back. Like I say, it was 6 weeks memory loss that he suffered from that KO loss to Brian Norman. So hopefully, he can get back into normal form. Start remembering his girlfriend, all kinds of stuff like that. Never been stopped, never been dropped. Correct, man. So that definitely was something. Would be something that would top everything I feel he's accomplished um, to this point. So yeah, man, we got to see what happens. Still got some time. We got some other great fights coming up. We got Usyk, Daniel Dubois, undisputed for heavyweight um, next month, and I'm not sure about any other fights that come to my mind. that's supposed to come up other than that. Like that's on a major. Jin Sasaki needs Professor X to recover his memories. Damn. Hopefully it ain't that extreme, man. Yeah, you look at X-Men assistants and shit. But yeah, man, shout out to the true media movement. It's everybody that keeps it real, stays true to who they are, and does their part to bring us real content, man. I am the Black Horseman, and I rep that UGC flame. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man.